What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a closer look at what rock I'm using in my 75-gallon reef tank. Alright, so what I'm using is pretty simple, and I think it's a rock that most people can get their hands on. This is the Caribsea Shapes rock. Now, I've been using Caribsea rock since day one of being in the hobby. I originally got it, obviously, because it's painted purple already, and I liked the look. I didn't want to wait for the purple, and I had really good success with it. So when I set this tank up, I talked about it briefly, but I never really got a closer look at it. Today we're doing the video a little bit differently. I have all the flow off because we're going to be taking a top-down view of the rock itself. And I don't think we've actually looked from the top down on this tank yet, so it should look pretty cool. But anyway, this is the Caribsea Shapes arches. I'm only using the arches in this tank. There's exactly 10 of them. There's two islands. There's this little one on the left and then the larger one on the right. I have a little valley in between. Almost looks like one complete rock system depending on what angle you look at it at. And I like it. So the reason why I chose it is for many reasons. One was because I had success with Caribsea in the past. Two, the arches have these cool little nubs, I like to call them. You can see like right here, there's one in the back. And I wanted to do a little bit of SPS in this tank. So I thought to myself, you know what, these little branches or nubs could be pretty good spots to glue some SPS frags to. And it worked out really well because the way they're spaced is about, let's say, 3 to 5 inches in between each one. Like you can see here and here, there's two little ones. So this Setosa should have plenty of room to grow. Same with the stylo and this bird's nest. And I really thought it would be good, and it's working out really well. Also, another thing is with the Caribsea arches, they link together really nice. So when I first set this rockscape up, there was no water in the tank, so I had all the time in the world to create a rockscape. And all I did was pretty much lean them together, and when they felt sturdy, I'd put a little bit of glue, the dollar store glue, where the two pieces meet. I would schmutz it up with some glue and then hit it with the accelerator. You can kind of see right here where these two rocks meet. Right there is where the glue is, right there, and it's nice because the coraline covers up that glue pretty fast. Also, coraline algae does cling to these rocks pretty well. I know they come painted purple, but you guys can see this piece right here is brand new. I just put this in the tank about a week ago. And you can definitely see a color difference with this as opposed to all the rest of this stuff. Some spots have the darker or brighter coraline algae, but all in all, you can see the difference, and it makes the tank look really nice. Now, I know you can go to your LFS and get the quote-unquote live rock with coraline algae on it, but I don't know if you guys know this, but the rock that you get at the LFS that is pink already, it's painted. It's painted rock. It's not real coraline algae. It's painted on there. So either way, you're getting painted rock unless you go with a completely dry white rock. So I really like it, and that's why I went with it. Another reason is because I went with the arches is because I wanted a lot of water flow going through the bottom of the rock. And let me tell you, the way these arches are, it gives you plenty of flow through the whole system. I wanted to be able to see from the front to the back and the side to the side using this rock, and you could see all the way to the back of the tank. That's 18.5 inches front to back, and you can see all the way to the back in various spots. See that sand way back there? That's the back of the tank. We'll take a look at it from the right side. You can see, so here's one full arch, and you can see how it's about 5 inches, and I have an inch of sand. So let's see here if I can squeeze this in. Let's see, get in here to the side of the tank. Kinda. All right. There we go. If you look right there in the middle, about the middle of your screen, that's all the way on the other side of the tank. Let me get this camera back out of the corner. It's a tight fit right here. Gives you plenty of caves, nice dark areas for the fish to go and hide in, and it just goes together really well. Let's take a look at it from the left side, and then we're going to take a top-down view, which, like I said, I don't think I've shown you guys the top-down view yet. So if we look at it from the front, I kind of have my rock sloping from front to back. I gave myself just enough room in the back for my mag float to go by there, so it's about an inch and a quarter to where some of the points are. Now, if you look this section right here, if we get down low enough, there we go, all the way across. You can see the fish. I have the flow off, so they're all trying to hide. But you can see all the way across. You can actually see the light from my camera reflecting all the way on the other side. See that? See that? Right there. There we go. Look, there it is. Oh, now you can actually see how the coraline looks on that rock. I don't know why it got so bright. There we go. Let's see. Let's do it again. No. Anyway, that reflection all the way across there is my camera, so you can see 4 feet across. Really, really nice flow. I know sometimes you can take rock and put things under them, but you want to make yourself at least like a 2 or 3 inch ledge, because you're going to have an inch of sand, so that maybe gives you 2 inches of water flow through there. So now I'm going to shut the T5s off and have just the reef brights on, so we can look at the top-down view without such a bad reflection. Alright, so now that I'm actually taking a look at everything from the top-down view, I'm noticing a lot more surface area that I could be putting frags on. Now, I don't want to overcrowd anything, but I do see some spots. A little spot way down there, a little nub right there where that pajama cardinal is. But you can see that there's plenty of surface area for stuff to grow and encrust on. Now let's go over to the right side of the tank, and you can see this one is more open. I haven't put a lot of corals over here. I'm kind of being choosy and picky on what I put here, but I have recently put some of these encrusting frags here, one right here. Basically a lot of encrusters. I've been getting into that phase lately. Oh, you know what? So look. Here is the brand new piece of rock. You can see the difference in color between a brand new piece and a piece that's been sitting in the tank for about 6 months. The rock is almost completely covered with coraline. Most of it's a light covering of coraline, but you can see these really bright spots. So really like the rock. Highly recommend it. Have had 0 issues with it. Again, I know you can order boxes of it online, but if you want to get all arches, then you do have to go to your LFS and pick each one out by hand, because they don't make a kit of just these. So I'm gonna take an extra little bit of minute here to just look at all the stuff from the top down. Looks really good. Yep. Sorry, I'm just sitting here enjoying it. Hopefully you guys are too, but you can see the zoas, they really find their way around this rock and just cling on to everything. Really like it. Nice and purple. Getting some really bright pink spots on it. It's looking good. So that's it for now, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is the Caribsea Shapes arches. See you guys in the next one. Alright, I just want to thank you guys again for stopping by. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And while you're here, hit that little crab icon to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell for any future videos or updates. And in case you haven't seen these 2 videos, you might want to click on one and check it out. Again, thanks for stopping by.